Got another video for y'all today. It's the top 10 Paramecia devil fruits in One Piece. Top 10 Paramecia devil fruits. Alright, so at number 10, I got Brooks Revive fruit. So with that fruit, you basically come back to life when you die. You can't die. So he died, like he ate the fruit before he died. He was the only member of his crew, his old crew, that survived. He lived, his body like rotted away, right? But like his skeleton was still there. Like his ghost, his soul like comes back to his body. It like can't leave his body. That's what the revive fruit does. It keeps your soul in your body until like forever. Like your body could like age and shit and like rot away and stuff, and you'll still be there. Like your soul and everything will still be there. That's why Brook is like the skeleton, but he's still like alive and moving around. Um, like I said, with that devil fruit, you can take your soul and project it outwards too. Like so, then you're like a ghost floating around and moving around. So it has like movable applications too. So like I put that at number 10. It's like it's pretty useful. You won't die, and you can like have your soul fly around and see shit. So I got that at number 10. Then I got at number 9 the barrier fruit. You can create barriers with it. Bartolomeo, um, Luffy Meat Rider, right? He is the guy with the barrier fruit. It's an impenetrable barrier, basically. You can't get by it. You have to dig underneath the ground to get over it, or like hop over the barrier to get around it. Um, he can. Bartolomeo is also creative with this devil fruit. He puts those barriers around his hands and makes like boxing gloves. He makes steps out of like the barrier material, whatever it is. It's just a barrier made of steps, like barrier. The moves like barrier, stairway. You can make it like that. But it's mostly just barriers and stuff. So you try to cut him, you try to do anything, you can't get past that barrier. He does this thing right here, and you can't touch him. Yeah, he was one of those rookie pirates that was into Luffy. And he was like, cool, Mr. Luffy, I have to protect you and other things, and he can. A little bit, but Luffy don't need the protecting. Luffy got these right here, and in his own devil fruits, he's cool. And he's his own guy, but like Barto is still a part of the Grand Fleet. So like if Luffy ever needs help, he can be like help. But I know some things happen in the manga and shit, so I'll have to figure that out later on. Because I am a One Piece fan, like that's the fucking thing. I got the hat on and everything. You already know, like it's on my YouTube channel, y'all. You can't play games with me. Number 8 though, I got the magnet fruit. The magnet fruit is the fruit held by Eustace Captain Kidd, and he has the ability to attract metal to him and create like a metal arm, or and eventually he's able to create bulls and other things out of like trash, junk, like just fucking metal junk. If you had that devil fruit in real life though, you could do some real fucking damage. That's what some people don't realize. Like that shit is like cool. I had to put that shit on the list. I was like, people don't like Kid, but I actually like him. He's like he's brave. He's really brave, but he fights off more than he can chew. He found out when he fought Shanks, and Kaido too. But he was able to take down Big Mom with the help of Law, of course. But he gave her physical damage from the outside. That's what he was doing with his devil fruit. It's very like offensive. Um, he can repel like bullets and other things too. Like keep that shit away from me. Repel. He can even bring things to him and then repel it back. Shoot it away. Um, I'm saying if that was a real devil fruit, man, he would be getting off that. Um, got number 7. I got the string fruit. Doflamingo's devil fruit. With these strings, he can make people like hurt themselves. Use them like marionette puppets. Like he can even like grab clouds with it and swing through the clouds. That's how he got to Punk Hazard. He had to like he is swinging on clouds. He was kind of like, you can equate him to the Spider-Man of One Piece. But like he's more evil, more sinister, more like selfish and greedy. He's more of a dictator. That's why Luffy had to put him in the ground with Gear 4 timing, with fucking Bounce Man, with Bounce Back. He had to let him know what was good. But like before that, Doflamingo was running time with him and Law, and he was doing well. Um, he nope, he actually was. And his dope food allowed him to like stitch his like organs back together and shit because they actually fucked his ass up when they shocked him with the radio knife and hit him with that red hot. But he was able to like stitch his like organs back together and keep them in place and stuff. Um, he has the Delphoid Awakening. He can turn like everything around into strings too. So I put it at number 7. Number 6, I got the Shadow Fruit. Now the Shadow Fruit, the user of the Shadow Fruit, it's Gecko Moria. We already know on my channel he's trash. He ain't shit. But the Devil Fruit he holds is cool. You give that shit to like somebody else and they're gonna be fine. So like I'm saying, with this Devil Fruit, you take somebody else's shadow, and then when they go into the light, they disintegrate. So they have to stay the fuck away from the light unless they want to disintegrate. But then you can take that shadow that you took from somebody else and put it inside of a corpse and use that corpse. If you have a corpse of somebody like very powerful, you could like make a whole group of like corpses that are like dead, strong people who are dead. But make sure that when you take the shadow of somebody, it's also the shadow of somebody powerful too, because then it'll make that corpse even stronger. Like Luffy's shadow was used in Oars Jr., and they were having problems with, well, not Oars Jr., Oars. So that's the string fruit at number 7. Or not number 7, but shadow fruit at number 6. My bad. I'm inside of the place and there's people around. I'm so sorry. That was the shadow fruit at number 6. I almost fucked up, y'all. And then number 5, I got the Paw Paw fruit. Paw Paw Cannon and Ursa Shock and even teleporting people away to other islands and stuff. He can reflect things off his paws. This is Bartholomew Kuma's Delphi. The other pacifistas, that's how you can tell it's Kuma. It's on his paws, like it's the Paw Paw fruit. Damn, I don't know where the anime's at right now because I'm trying to survive out here, y'all. But you come to find out, and you'll feel bad for Kuma and his backstory and other things, because he's really a cool guy. But like for his kids and stuff, and just people in general too. And he was cool. But yeah, his Delph fruit, he can shoot paw pads out of his hands and shit. He can even condense a big paw and create a Ursa shock, which is like a big ass wave, condensed air basically. And it's a powerful move. And he can send people to other islands and shit if he's been there before, and that's what he does. So now we're in the top 4. I got the gravity fruit of Admiral Fujitora. He can weigh you down with gravity. He can send you into the ground like he can put the gravity times 100 and weigh you down like 100 times gravity of Earth. And put you into the ground. He smashed Zoro into the ground. He put shit into the floor. Um, he can also fucking send meteors down from the heavens and shit. That's what he's doing. He's always like, I'll leave you a little parting gift. The blind old man's like, I don't feel like fighting these guys right now. I'll leave you a parting gift. And he just sends down a big ass meteor that you have to deal with. And then you're like, oh fuck. That's why they made him an admiral. He is observation hockey, like I told you before in another video, but it's devil fruit too. It's powerful. Send down meteorites and he can like keep you weighed down. The gravity fruit does shit like that. He can even send shit into the sky too. Like he can even lift shit off the ground, and like put it like 0 gravity and have it float, and then send it back down at you. And when he was fighting Luffy, he did that. I got him at that devil fruit at number 4, the gravity fruit. Then we got number 3, we got the op fruit. That is Law's devil fruit. So basically, he uses, and that's the Trafalgar Law's devil fruit. He makes a space. He creates a space, and anything in that space is his room. He's a doctor in that room. That's why it's called the op fruit. Operations getting done. He can cut shit in half. He can shock people within there. He can change positions with something using shambles. I love that move. Shambles. And switching spots with like me and somebody over there. He could do shit like that if he makes his space big enough, and he can also cut things in that room, and it cuts anything he slashes in that room gets cut. Um, what else can he do? He can switch people's souls, basically switch their hearts, and then like their souls are like in other bodies. He did that to the Straw Hat crew, Tashigi, and also Smoker. When they got to Punkhazer, he did that. He can take your heart out of your chest. And during the battle with Big Mom, he was able to awaken his devil fruit and coat it in like some type of aura and stab it inside of her and then shock her like from the inside and like do like it's like pretty good damage, like more honestly more than Kid. Internal damage, like for real. That's what really had her was the law's attacks that went inside of her and gave her internal damage. um yeah, I got that at number 3. And then at number 2 I got Big Mom Fofo fruit. She can steal your soul if you're scared of her. You're scared of her a little bit, boy. You're getting your soul snatched. And then you're like dead, man. And she can steal life. She can steal your life, man, too. Her shit was dangerous. Like she might be like been lost it because she's old, but like she still knows how to use her devil fruit and how it works because she's used it for so long. And she tries to steal people's souls and shit. And also she can steal people's time and their soul and put it inside of like inanimate objects, bringing them to life. She has Zeus, Prometheus, and Hera, and Napoleon as well, which was a sword. That was a hat. She can bring inanimate objects to life with shit like that. Um, that devil fruit was like she had made her whole an island out of like goddamn cake and all kind of desserts and shit that can talk and other things because she snatched souls and time from people, and then she put that power, the soul, the life essence into inanimate objects and turned that shit into like real scary shit too. um but they were able to they had to double team her to take her down. And some people think she's still alive. Some people don't. I think she's dead. She was like 60 something years old. She was cracked out. If she was younger, she might have survived, but she ain't gonna live. Katakuri is gonna be like the guy. Of the Big Mom Pirates. But her devil fruit's still like not. Whoever finds that shit's gonna be on timer. That's all I know. in the coming episode, they'll be down to fight anybody. As long as they learn how to use the devil fruit and stuff. And then number 1 is the Quake Quake fruit, of course. Whitebeard's devil fruit was said to be able to destroy the whole world. Had fucking Marineford on its fucking head. These Marines were like scared. They were like, we need the admirals, we need the warlords, because that shit had them fucking shook, literally. He pulled up there to save his son. and he cracked, like he was cracking skies, is what I call the move. He made the fucking sky crack, and like he started tsunamis and all kind of shit. And, like the plates of like the tectonic plates were like all like fucked up and other things, creating like tsunamis and other things. And they were like, he was gonna sink the island in water. That was his plan, but it didn't work out that way. But he could still like he cracked a rear admiral's skull. Like he put a like quake barrier around his arm and then cracked his skull with it. This man, and now Blackbeard has that dope fruit. Um, and I'm pretty sure he used that shit to crack Law a couple times. That's why Law lost that fight against Blackbeard, y'all. It might have been off screen or something like that, but he got hit by one of those Quake Quake fists. Believe that. That's why our boy, lost. Um, but yeah, so the top 10 Paramecia Devil fruits are there for y'all. The Revive fruit at number 10, the Berry Bear fruit at number 9, the Magnet fruit at number 8, the String fruit at number 7, the Shadow fruit at number 6, the Paw fruit at number 5, Gravity fruit at number 4, the Op fruit at number 3, and the So fruit at number 2, and of course the Quake fruit at number 1. So say cool, cool, cool. I'm trying to get another one out too.